Namaskaram everybody. Welcome to Musings with Mahesh Vinayakram. Firstly, I would like to give you a traditional raga which is going on in my head since afternoon. So I will give you that. It's Begada. I would like to sing Begada. It's a Janya raga of Dhira Shankarabharanam. தென்னாடுடைய பெரியவாய் போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி சர்வஜ்ஞா சர்வவ்யாபி பெரியவா சரணம் மாயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மகா பெரியவர் அடி போற்றி ததரண அறிவத்தர Namaste JSG. This is a very authentic traditional raga of South India. Begada. So that was traditional raga, Begada, and yes, that's right. Sorry about the glitch. It always happens. And so I'm trying to get today's featured artist, Mr. Denis. It's a beautiful that he comes from Russia, but he had his training in North Indian Tabla with all those lovely Gharana and his teachers and his gurus. So we're going to soon see all the musings with him, and I'm trying to pull him. So until that, I was trying to sing the traditional raga for you all. And if you have anything, you can ask me something. And I'm so happy that daily I'm just getting all my lovely friends coming in. Jesh ji, namaste. I'm so happy that daily you're just coming on. And I've been doing some music in different kind. These are all activities and initiative to create such positivity in our daily time, and especially in this pandemic situation. So it's always nice, it's always possible to go high or low. It just depends on your mood altering. So even by sitting in one place, if you keep the things neat and you just light a small diva and then one small incense and chant a one mantra, can really make the environment so beautiful and serene, and you can bring a peace and you can live a king's life on your own. you necessarily not need to go to, United Kingdom. That's right. Mr. Dennis is already here, and I welcome Denis Kucherov onto the live. Let's see if he's able to just there. Namaste, Panditji.
Namaste, Namaskar.
So happy that you accepted the request, and I'm so happy to see you again. And please, please, please let us know about your training. And we are so happy that being a non-Indian coming from other country like Russia,
Yeah.
and how did it start? The journey of Tabla. How did it start? So,
Well, just give me a moment to
yes.
set up my camera. Is it
So,
time?
firstly, where are you? Like, are you in US or UK?
I'm in the UK right now, currently. It's a pleasant uh, place, and the weather here for Russians like me. I'm actually not fully Russian. By heart, I'm somehow an Indian also. So I love sun, I love warm, I love fresh vegetables and all that. And we are all able to get it here in London. So I'm very happy to spend my quarantine time in London. Maybe it's better, and so many great musicians around, so it's also a great chance to meet all of them and to jam and to compose something. So I'm very happy and very happy to be
That's
here with you.
amazing. So your time zone is like 4 hours before, or like what is the time there?
I think we have 4.5. It is
Okay, that's great.
4:45 now.
Thank you so much for coming. Please, and can you
Buenas
let us know
tardes.
about?
Buenas tardes, amigos. I also have many now Spanish friends, so I have to greet all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy to be with you, Mahesh, and glad that you invited me to have a small little conversation with you. And we hopefully will be able to share music. I will play something maybe. And just to start with a brief introduction, maybe I can tell that because of my parents, they were interested in Indian culture at their young youth, you can say, time, when it was actually very hard time for all Russian people who wanted to learn something new because of the USSR, time, the communism and religions was quite forbidden in our country, and it was not so easy to explore something else. Whatever you can get inside the country, you could use it, but when it comes to yoga, Indian culture, and any foreign culture or religion, it would be very, very complicated. But still, my parents were so keen and curious about many things. They somehow used to get some information from abroad about yoga, and there were some first people from India like Prabhupada and ISKCON people used to visit Russia to deliver the message of Hinduism and Gita, and that's how my parents came to know about India more. And slowly then they started exploring Buddhism and other religions, but one of the first was actually ISKCON people, and for that I'm very grateful to these devotees.
Amazing.
And then and then my dad went to the India for the first time, and he got inspired of music. And he brought some CDs. Of course, it was Ravi Shankar and Vilayat Khan, Alarakha, and so many other great artists of Indian classical music. And by the way, El Subramaniam was there. So when I was very young, I could listen them, enjoy, and my ears were like kind of, adopting the sound and this vibe. And slowly, I was growing and also trying to learn some instruments like guitar, piano. And one day there was a teacher who came to Moscow through ICCR connection, because since Jawaharlal Nehru relationship, Indira Gandhi time, we have a culture center which was established also in USSR time in Moscow. So the teachers and musicians used to come since like 1984, especially after 1989. There was a big festival. I think even your father visited.
Yes, even my dad came there.
So from that,
he came with Zakirji.
Big boom of Indian art, Indian tradition, dance, Kathak, Bharatanatyam, all these things. It was like open border, no more USSR after 90s. And and one teacher came in the end of 90s. His name was Hashmat Ali Khan, who was the father of Akram Khan.
Yeah.
And I got chance to take first workshop and first talim from him. And so it was a Jarara Garana, basically first. And then I went to India by his invitation, but somehow I came to Ustad Rashidin Sabri, who is a relative actually to Hashmat Ali.
Okay.
And I became his student, and I moved to Delhi Garana.
From Ajrada to Delhi.
Yes, it's really funny because usually from Delhi to Ajrada, but I came from Ajrada to Delhi, and I was very happy to practice with him, with his brothers, singer and sitar player. So we were like we had really good time, and they accepted me very close. Not like maybe some typical foreign students, and I was like a part of their family. And then I decided to go and explore a little bit of South Indian music, Carnatic music, to try some idli, rava, and sambar. How it tastes, because you never can get that taste in Delhi.
Traditional rava dosa with chutney and sambar.
Yeah, exactly.
And spicy chutney. Oh my God.
Right. And so then I came to Chennai, of course, and I took some lessons from any actually musician, but most like I can say the influence I got and the best I could take from is a teacher, Patri Satish Kumar, who is a mridangam friend.
Patriji, great master.
Yeah.
Who played with Zakirji in a very beautiful. Even now, the duo with Zakirji and Patriji is a very beautiful video. Yes, he's been doing a great research on. So shall we start with some of your introduction of your tabla?
Yes,
I'm parallelly keeping just in a way that I wanted to show the people what is mridangam. Mridangam, the old mridangam, which I got it from my grandfather. So I just want to show people the mridangam. So it's a very old mridangam, and I just wanted to, like to show the people that.
Please.
Yeah.
Should I play first, or you want to play a little bit of?
No. You please.
Okay.
Yes,
so I'll play a little bit with support of Steve Jobs.
Yes.
iPhone and applications that we can use. So in Rag Saraswati, Saraswati tune to praise our goddess of knowledge and prosperity. Some respect to her, and I will play a little composition of Delhi Garana, which is my home.
Yes, to receive it.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
So it's like famous Delhi Garana.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated to play it everywhere. And dha dete dha dete dha dha dete dha dete na ke na dha dete dha dete dha dha dete dha dete na ke na.
Ah, wow, what a beautiful thing. I'm really so impressed about how your passion started and then how you came and how you learned it. It's so beautiful. And just for the people who are listening, I just wanted to show them what it is. And as you all know, that India has a two strong grammar, one which hails from southern India, which is called Carnatic and Carnatic rhythms. And of course, we take Kornakol to learn. Whatever you learn, we learn the Kornakol, which is the bowls. So, for
Right.
example, ta kita kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka. It's like this. Ta ta cha ta kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka. Ta kita kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka. Di kita kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka. Dum kita kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka. Nam kita kita taka ta ta cha ta kita taka.
Aha, boleh.
So it's just like
Boleh.
I'm not a pro, but still, I just hear and I just play. So these are the basic syllables which we do is ta, di, tum, nam. And if you see this ta, ti, tum, nam, these are the syllables, solfa syllables, which is not just like tadi. Ta is om bhur bhuvasvaha. Tatsa viturvarinam. Tatsaha is ta. Bargo devasya dhi. So di is Bargo devasya dhimahi. Advaitam, the duality. Dum. Namaha, nam. So tat, di, tum, nam is the Advaitam, the Chaturved. So all these names and it's called Bija mantras. Bija mantras are the starting. Tham 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 cham 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 jam jam gum 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 gum. All these solfa small syllables are Bija mantras. Bija mantras has a more power. So in southern India, it is a different outlook. And then we learn, and we don't have that much of Gharana. We have only two strong Gharana. We don't call it as Gharana. We can say Parampara. So leaning of the second finger and the third finger is the only Tanjavur Bani and the other Bani we'd say, that's all. So let's talk a little bit about popularly known as Gharana. So in the way of saying about Gharana, then we have different varieties of playing, isn't it? That's what Tabla is all about. So can we talk a little bit about the Gharana? What is Gharana?
Yes, the Gharana in the North music is styles, right? Styles of playing, styles of fingers, and also it belongs to a place where it came from. And so basically we have like six, seven Gharanas in Tabla, like Delhi, Ajrara, Farrukhabad, Lucknow, Banaras. Lucknow, Banaras is like very close to each other. So also Punjab Gharana, and of course Moscow Gharana, eh? Coming. And,
LA Gharana, LA Gharana, and that's
yeah.
right.
So it's all about your, like, in every state you can see the accent of their language. Like Hindi has many dialects, and also your language. Same, it comes to the tabla. Maybe we can say that Delhi Gharana was the first. The foundation is tabla foundation is Delhi, and it was, we believe that it was made and brought in Delhi by Amir Khusro, but there are many other versions where it came from, so it doesn't matter right now. But the main thing is when we start study tabla, we start with Delhi Gharana, which is like 2 fingers, and that's what I was playing. It was also based on 2 fingers only. And then when you get matured and your teacher probably would be from some other Gharana, he would teach you something else in his Gharana and his style of playing. And yeah, so this is all about, like you were saying, bowls. We also have the bowls, which is slightly different. Like tikte has the sound na, tun, ge, na, teriket, teriket tak da, teriket tak da, teriket di, teriket tak da, teriket tak da. So all these patterns is based on the syllables, and then we would play on the tabla. And yeah, there are some certain meanings like kavits, poems, especially dancers. They mix the bowls with gan apata gaja mukamanda gita gina gita gina gita gita. So all these bowls can be played in tabla and pakhavach, the previous instrument.
Wow. Can you show us any one of those thing, and you can say the bowl, and can you play some of the composition?
Yeah. Well, what I remember now, I'm not 100% remembering the dance composition, but I can just play a composition that has this significant vibe of the story, like then and it was very known for Zakir Hussein's concerts when he describes the deer and the leo lion and then rabbit. So it's like hunting in the woods, forest.
Wow.
So it has that vibe.
You call this as lagi, or what does it mean? These are compositions.
This is it's a composition. It's like chakardar. Yeah, chakardar,
Okay.
which repetitive 3 times we playing. But it's actually a dance composition, which Zakirji learned from Birju Maharaji, famous Kathak dancer.
Yes.
So there are so many compositions like that, and it's really funny sometimes too.
It's so impressive that you being coming from non-India and has that much passion, and you started learning, and it's so amazing that people could. This is one of the real thing where like people can learn. Like art doesn't have anything. It doesn't have any barriers. Anybody can learn in any art form. I'm so happy. And over to you. Can you play some the compositions which you were just telling? So you can tell us the bowl, and then we can understand that, and then you can also play.
Sure, I will play a little bit of like improvisational style of stuff, which starts with some kind of pishkar when we slowly exploring the sound of the tabla, and then it develops into composition. So I will play very shortly, very briefly, and just people can see and enjoy.
Yes.
Maybe I'll put a little bit slower. Let me slow down. So usually it starts with very slow speed. 16 beat cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14.
Aha.
Next week.
Aha. Aha.
This is the
क्या
way
बात
of
है
playing it.
क्या बात है beautiful
Let me stop it.
beautiful it's
So
amazing
it's actually, it can last for hours and hours. We can, get the
Yes.
mood when we have the real musicians around, harmonium, sarangi, and
Beautiful.
guitar, and it will go beyond the time. And that's the beauty of Indian music, and maybe that's the thing what attracted me. It's like always mind about to create something, creativity, improvisation, and it's very hard to find in any other music tradition that people pay attention to to improvisation. And the more you improvise, the more you accept it in this art. That's what
Yes.
I really love.
That's beautiful. And also, I would like to show the people who are just watching and some of the bowls from South Indian one. As you know that ta, di, tum, nam are the 4 syllables. And my granddad included din, cha, ta. These are the 3 he included. So he tati, tum, nam and ki, ta. If you see di, ki, ka are the same place. D, Ki, Ka are same place and Nam and then so tak kita kita taka taka dari kita taka D kita kita taka taka dari kita taka Dum kita kita taka taka dari kita taka Nam kita kita taka taka dari kita taka D, Ki, Ka are same so Nam din din Nam Nam din din Nam Nam kita taka tatin nam kita taka dongka nam kita taka tatti tam takkan nam kita taka tatti tam takkan nam kita taka tatti nam kita taka din nam kita taka din nam kita taka din nam din kattin nam kita taka din nam kita taka din nam kita taka din nam din kattin nam kita taka din nam din kattin nam kita taka din nam din kattin nam din kattin ta nam din kattin ta nam din kattin tam kita taka tum kita taka tam kita taka dari kita taka tam kita taka tum kita taka tam kita taka dari kita taka and then this one we practice to increase the speech ta ta cha ta ki ta ta ka the soul by saying is like this and ta ka ta ri ki ta ta ka so so it's like I'll play since I'm not able to do that ta ta cha ta ki ta ta ka we increase the speech like
Wow.
so like that do you can we listen some of the daily riyas like so for doubling, do you have any
Yes.
syllables, please?
Yeah, our traditions are very, very similar in this way, in this kind of phrases, patterns. Like if you have in Carnatic tradition, takite, 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 taga takite, taga takite, taga takite, taga takite, taga dimi, takite, taga dimi, takite, taga. So we have kind of similar things we practice.
Like the patterns, the 5 patterns.
Yeah, Khandam, Tisram, and all that developments. So we like I was trying to show in the previous, like we start with slow. Then we would go to Tisra. But we would pronounce it as and between we would play some composition.
Wow.
Yeah, and
so like that also in South Indian way. So the Tisram, the double tempo of the Tisram.
That's what we have. Like for example, I will play one composition. So this starts with this. Wow. For example.
Beautiful. Bale. Wow. That was brilliant. Somebody was just asking, what app do you use to do the Lera? So can you tell them what is the app?
The app, what's the app name? I forgot even. This is Lera Studio Pro.
So people, you know this app now. You can download this app, and I use Tabla Pro. And with that, I have the Sur Mandal, and then the Tabla Pro is already there. And I keep
we are into Pro.
And the people who are watching, Dennis and myself met in a very beautiful way. You should also listen to this story. It's very interesting. We are Facebook friends for almost 9 years, and we also celebrated Friendship Day on just remembering with Facebook. Told me that it was almost 10 years. So after the 6 years, one day I just got a call from Dennis, and he was just asking, and I'll leave the story to Dennis to continue. how
Yes.
he got me and how we played the live show that was in Europe, in Sweden, very recently, a couple of years before in Yogamela. And I leave the story to him so that you will know how the social media helps people to connect. I want this story to, I want
Yes.
this Dennis to say
And
this story.
it happened like this, that we've been friends for a quite long time in Facebook, and through many ways and opportunities, I was trying to always connect with you. And I, as we all musicians, the best connection can happen only through music. That
Yes.
something should happen, that you and I can come and play together. So I was always looking for opportunity to find a way how to get into your heart through music.
Oh, yeah.
and I got chance a few years ago. One place, it's very beautiful place in the south of Sweden. There is a festival called Yoga Mela, and I thought the best who can contribute and bring happiness and rhythms and singing is, of course, Maheshji. And I was there invited, and since that time, I was like always suggesting, let's have Mahesh, because the founder of that place is also from your area, and when I told him Mahesh is from this family, and I showed him few your clips, and he was like, okay, let's do it next year. And then it started slowly, and you came. We had an amazing time together, sleeping in the tents and having this food together, having fun. And that's how we finally are good friends, and we had such a great time in India this year too.
So that's
Right.
what I say. The people that use the social media in a positive and also a better way so that people can communicate. Instead, for example, during my father's era, it was difficult for them to say a message to the world. It took time for them. But now we are able to communicate with this technology. So use it in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I see Dennis coming up with this rough drum.
Yes, I,
Not
I
rough,
can't
actually, very
resist
sharp.
myself.
Yes,
I know,
please,
I,
please.
I know, I know. People enjoy the sound of this instrument,
I
and
know.
it's
I
the
personally enjoy
tabla.
so much.
Tabla has bad reputation about learning it, because people who try to learn it, they feel like, oh, it's too complicated, it's too hard, and we never can reach that even close level. And so they just drop everything and they never come to rhythm. And I
Mm.
guess, and I feel it, that these bands, this kind of type of drums, like round shape, it's also unique design, uh, looks like a UFO. And the sound is also beautiful. People can easily try, explore the rhythm, the music. And I would like just to play for the people, and maybe you guys will be inspired to learn.
Let's do that piece. Since there is a latency, it's better you do one and then I do. Since there is a
Yes,
latency,
yes.
so
Okay.
once you
1, 2, 3, 4.
me pa mare ni 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 pa di sa ni pa mare ni ni pa ni sa.
And it can be very dynamic. It's deep.
One, two, three, four. Ni pa ma ni pa ni sa pa ni sa pa ni sa ni pa ni sa pa ni sa ni. Ni pa ma ni pa ni sa.
1, 2, 3, go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we have been doing this piece both in Yogmela in Sweden and also in India. We had a good time to sit together and practice, and we had very nice musical time in Pune. And I always go to Pune, and some of my very good friends are just there, and I keep going. And so I have been doing some music, and people are just asking about a little bit of Morsing. So can you use Morsing, please? And okay. So as you see, Morsing is from South India, and also it's called Morchang. And whatever we say, the bowl, we say the half sound. Takati pitakajuno takajuno town. Takita takita takataka dina town. Please go for it.
1,
You were just
2,
doing the
3,
floor.
4. Yeah, it's a troll
1,
singing.
2, 3, go.
Didn't practice. It needs practice, daily practice.
Daily practice.
Very hard to.
That's like one note goes on the high, and then another note which comes.
Right. It's an overtone singing also, like a type of overtones. When you use the both.
Overtones is amazing.
Yeah.
Overtones are amazing. That's another kind of exercise that we do. It's amazing. And also the cyclic breathing, how you do.
I like more your Nadaswaram style. Can you demonstrate?
Oh my God, I have
that. That is the most crazy
I have
thing.
the kazoo, which I have not got today, but I can play, and I usually
should listen
that.
Because it's so funny.
Yeah, and beside the musician, Denis is so cool guy. I would say that he really he's so good, and not so much musicians are so funny and actually funny. So his outset really makes me so happy. Seriously, I would say, and I'm just calling my son to get a little bit of kazoo so that meantime he can come here watching me and he can get some kazoo. 1 minute, let me shout.
Kazoo in Russian.
So he's coming, and somehow he's getting it. So since you asked, I will get a little bit of kazoo.
The funny thing is in
Kazoo
our
related.
language.
Kazoo.
In our
Yes,
language,
please tell me. Yeah.
kazoo. Actually, if you change to one letter, kaza, it means goat. Goat.
Oh, kazaa. Okay, now he has got. Thank you. So I've got all these bunch of kazoos, and I have been doing a daisy touch to the kazoo. It's actually an instrument just like this, but we do nadaswaram of this.
Wow, wow. It's a nature, you know, it's the nature. I have one instrument to show.
Okay. Until that, I'll play Todi.
So we coming to the nature place where.
Oh my God! What are you having on your hat? It's an organic hat, or I can also put it like this. I have a box of M&M, but not the music, not the chocolates, but full of instruments.
That's really, you're lucky being a singer. You can bring with your, you know, little things and.
Yeah, I always carry these kind of things, but people just say that okay, something is going to come, but it's full of instruments. I see so much of my lovely friends are there. Hamta is there. Hi, Hamta. Namaste. How are you? Hamta is also a very beautiful percussionist, and we have been doing and set up so many musicians who have come on the online. I think there is some of your Delhi friends have come. Namaste, saying so much of lovely friends are there. Thanks for coming. And please go for it.
To shock my daily friends, I would like to say that I have a special hat, organic, natural, vegetarian instrument, which is called pumpkin drum.
Pumpkin.
And originally it's from Africa, but we can say it's a pumpkin originally from Africa.
That's amazing. What's the name of the instrument?
Calabash.
Yes.
And it's really light, simple, and you can have a low bass.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, I'll just demonstrate. So, like this.
Bale.
Oh, and you can play many things actually.
And I'm playing like this.
I can play a little bit. Let me put the camera. Okay. You can combine it with tabla.
Sabash! Amazing.
Yeah,
that's really beautiful. Kalaba is the African.
Calabash. It's like shabash, but
shabash. Wow. You see that I always love different regions' instrument, and especially African instruments really attracts us because we have a very similarity between Indian instruments. We have tawil, which is like left and right and heavy one. They have djembe. Djembe is also a heavy one. They have kora. We have veena. Kora is also very soft and with the strings, and here with the veena, with the fret, and sarod we have, and then Indian instrument, then kora, very similar, and then the talking drums they have, and then here we have the chandavadyam and panchavadyam. So it's amazing to see how different regions have a different one. So before I have 4 minutes to go. So let's finish like a jugalbandi. Wow. Thank you, Dennis, for such beautiful time that you spent for us. And this is the initiative I'm doing to create a positive approach during this pandemic situation. And I always feel that when we stay alone, there is a huge possibility for us to do our sadhana in a positive way. So that's the reason I initiated this session. And I'm so happy that you joined. And thank you for coming. And would you like to say your lockdown tips before we go? We have 2 minutes more. So if you want to say the people what they have to, please.
To all my friends from Spain.
And can you also say in your language?
Spasiba. Spasiba.
Spasiba. And give a
I just want to say
language.
I'm very grateful to Mahesh. Your positivity is very, very important right now when we are locked, but we are unlocking ourselves through art and music. And thank you for your inspiration. And I'm very grateful to contribute into your dedication. And I hope we will do very soon in life, and we can meet and share our love through music. And yeah, see you soon, my brother. Take care.
See you soon, brother. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste. Namaste.
Yeah, bye.
Stay blessed. Stay home. Stay blessed. Om Namah Shivaya.
And takitada.
Takitada.
Bye, brother. Bye.
Bye-bye.